Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third and final part of Kizumonogatari. Now, last part, we had Araragi pretty much fought all three of the vampire hunters. First, we started with Drama Tsurugi, I believe, which honestly wasn't as tough as I thought he would be. Then we had Episode, which was more difficult, but we still took him down. However, apparently the final boss is a big difference in threat level and took two, I can count, two of Kishot's limbs. So apparently the ones we got from the other two just wasn't good enough for her to take him on by herself, even though it was just one of the three. I guess it's just how it works out. So he took Hanakawa as like a hostage, then Araragi, threw away his humanity or whatever Mehmet told him to do, and grew out of a big tree thing, which allowed him to get Hanakawa back, and that's pretty much where we left off. I'm not sure exactly if we took care of Guillotine Cutter. Probably not. We're probably going to have a full-on proper fight this episode. Otherwise, I have no idea what we're going to spend like an hour and 20 minutes doing, so I imagine we're going to have a fight with him. He's not done yet, so let's get into it and see about that. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Gonna get my water. Probably should have refilled this before starting this long reaction, but I did not do that. I keep forgetting how good it looks. That would be a problem. So I guess I guess he did take care of him then. Well then, I guess, what do we spend the movie doing? Well, yeah, but yes, I'm not sure where you're going with this, but I wonder if that prepares you for vampire battles. Probably. You're just tough. It's a matter of perspective, really. Yeah, we already established you're not a normal vampire because of that, so there shouldn't be too much confusion about this. Laying on the table. What exactly are you confused about? That is a fair point. Even if we took them on individually, altogether they still shouldn't have been that much of a threat. So... Wait. Are we implying Mehmet took something? Before they got to her? Oh... The heartbeat. Oh, yeah, he literally stole her heart. Well, how and why? Well, no wonder she wasn't back in full power yet if her heart was also gone. Oh, that's so creepy to hold on to. Just a beating in your hand would be so settling. Are you telling me you stole her heart and you didn't even realize it? Is that even possible? Are you Killua? Well, yeah, I mean, I think we're implying it was Meme. But why, though? How do you steal someone's heart sneakily? I'm pretty sure I would notice if mine was missing. Or would I? It could be missing right now, technically. Not gonna think about that. Would explain a lot for sure. So, are we gonna give her heart back? They could have given me the heart first. Really? Are we really gonna do that? I guess not. I mean, yeah, you already gave it back, so no reason to fight now. But an Araragi versus Meme fight would be cool. Some of them run towards them, though. I think we learned that throughout these 3 parts. He is not normal. But we still have most of the 3rd part left. What do we spend it doing? Just, yeah, hold that hard near your crotch. That's what I would do. Well, he has a heart to snack on. Yeah, but you'd be hungry for blood, right? Has it really been 2 weeks already? Why don't you put on a shirt? Do that if you're cold. Yeah, he's not leaving. Yeah, this is way too early. But the movie's not over yet. I keep telling you that. Okay. Yeah, because you steal other people's. Still can't believe he secretly took her hearts. I'm trying to imagine that in my head, and I can't, can't wrap my head around that. Like, hey, what's that over there? What? Oh, did something happen? No, nothing at all. Just ignore the sound behind my back. Okay, I guess somebody's excited. Oof, and found a bed of feathers. It's cute, I guess. Uh, got all my limbs back, yay. So can you make me human again now? Man, she really was stacked, wasn't she? Well, as long as she has it back, it's probably fine. I'll be so kind. She is definitely in a good mood. And he's gonna ruin it. Yeah, you can do that, right? You didn't lie to me? Wow, the jiggle is real. Okay, that's good to hear. Are you gonna try to convince him to stay a vampire? Because you gotta at least try, right? That looks like fun. Animation budget well spent. And that'll be a great view. And if you're a vampire, you don't really have to worry about falling and dying, so. What cup size you rocking? Well, that vagueness does not help. Sure. I'm sure she's lived quite an exciting life. Well, that sounds like it could be fun. Yeah, talk about another man in front of him. I'm sure he would appreciate that. I'm not sure I remember that, but you might have. Sure, tell him about your first time. Just implying that you have a preference, that's all. Okay, so not a lot of similarities. Yeah, this was a long time ago. Ah, man, just these shots are so incredible. And it is still going, wow. And how far is this gonna go? Yeah, I bet. Well, I kind of figured. Again, you may have said that. I don't know. Uh, oh, I am never ready for that. Uh, just, yeah. Just the way she go, wow, how did that thing fit? If she can take a sword that big, then, you know, she's a keeper. Oof. You didn't decapitate him, did you? Okay. Well then. I didn't really see anything, but I guess it was cool. I'm pretty sure it was a neck. Oh, what? Well then. Yeah, basically that. Did you heal before you fell over? That is impressive. Yeah, not if some filthy casual uses it. Uh, how does that fit? Yeah, he would have had to have been eliminated. Well, then what happened? Explain it to me. Oh, I didn't even consider that. But if he was your kid, he would have been difficult to die. Like Araragi lasted a decent amount of time in the sun. Well, that's a little bit sad. Well, that kind of experience, I guess I can understand you not wanting another one for a while. Ah. Yeah, she is quite beautiful, isn't she? You know she does have those giant jugs now. Araragi is nothing if not entertaining. I don't know if I go that far, but we do live in the age of Twilight now, so there probably would be a decent amount of people that would be willing. Getting pretty close there. I don't think I could ever get used to the like big adult Shinobu. It just feels so wrong, you know. Yeah, sure, you can, but no big deal if you can't. You know, a little fall won't hurt her. Is it really that funny? Okay, a lot of laughing. So now we're gonna make him human again? Yeah, you know, no rush or anything, but he probably wants to get back to his family. Yeah, there may be more to this than we were told. Back then, so something changed. As a leper be. Is there anything edible nearby? Is there a nearby blood bank or something we could grab a snack at? Yeah, if we're gonna be giving up all those cool superpowers, you know. Well, being your servant's not too bad. Guess he went to the nearby Konbini, which I guess is better than a blood bank. No, she's also in Bakemonogatari, so she sticks around. Although she somehow goes back to being small Shinobu, so I'm still curious how that works. Or how that happens. Yeah, may have been terrible memories, but we also have a pleasant memory of having fun, laughing near the end. And maybe some spinning around and whatnot. Yeah, that's little Shinobu. Well, aren't you having fun? The many forms of Shinobu. I don't know, the atmosphere with this scene, I kind of feel like when it gets back to her, something's going to have went wrong. Just the way it's framed. So, well, I think she found some sort of snack. Who is she eating? I knew he was going to walk in on something. Not quite what I imagined, but... uh, yeah, this is a bit more like what a vampire would eat. Not your usual Bunbini stuff. You want some? Well, he was really excited to get back, but I may have changed his mind on that. Damn, that poor person. Oh, wow, that 3D head. Okay, well, he may have regretted that decision. Now he's just back at full power. That is not what he meant at all. What are you saying? Don't even joke about that. Man, this really did kind of take a turn. A very big misunderstanding, clearly, between them. Oh, God. Okay, I guess that's a suitable reaction. But, I guess he does not want which one was that? Either Dramatsurugi or Guillotine Cutter. I think Guillotine Cutter. Just stiff. I'm pretty desensitized to such things, but this is still a little bit gross to watch. Well, that's what vampires do. It's the food chain. Really should wipe some of that off. Just, yeah, that's the thing. You can't call a lion evil because he eats the gazelle, you know? That's kind of just nature. As long as you're not taking more than you need to survive, nothing wrong with it. I don't think Araragi is taking this well. I'm sure she's killed plenty of people in her day. I guess you have a problem with this. You did understand the concept of vampires before today, right? They feed on humans, it's what they do. But if he tries to eat Hanakawa, we have a problem. I know the stuff you bought goes to waste because of this, but okay. I guess that's a good point. I didn't really think about that. You definitely, yeah, could feel some guilt because anyone she kills now, that's on him. That's that. I guess is a hard thing to accept for somebody like Araragi, because that's kind of the paradox with trying to save everyone. Because if one of those people kills other people, then where does that leave you? He's got to put himself into a rough position. I definitely feel for him. So I guess Shinobu's current form in Bakemonogatari is the result of him trying to fix this problem, maybe with Meme's help. Yeah, she better not eat Hanakawa. That's not a okay thing to do. If she even tries, I'll be upset with her. Oh, okay. Uh, obviously just a fantasy. Oh God. Jeez, that took a turn. I did not need to see that. Uh, I really did not need to see that. Man, I thought the other thing was hard to watch. Uh, I think I'm gonna throw up now. Probably shouldn't have done that. Well, there are worse things you could do to her, as we saw in that visual. So that kind of puts things into perspective. What now? Well, seems to be there. I guess she put it back in. Does Hanako ever really listen to you? Let's be honest. Hey Hanakawa, there might be a vampire that wants to eat you. Might want to be careful. Well, when you put it like that. Just so you know, guests don't have a very good life expectancy here. Yeah, he had kind of a fit. Something about feeling responsible for the people that get shot kills now. Something about that. Up to you. I guess. I mean, yeah, Hanakawa, you are amazing. But yes, I have seen such scenes in anime before. Well, so where's this scene gonna go exactly? I hope not the way that visual showed. But I'm sure that would not be the case. Uh, so seriously, what are we gonna do here? Well, obviously, but I guess he was found out. Not sure I believe you. Well, I would not do that, so. Yeah, I don't get it either. Yeah, school's gonna start up again eventually. Is she about to sneeze there? Yeah, it kind of looked like it. Well, he's currently immortal, more or less. But as we've seen, like, they can find a way. Yeah, she knows what's on your mind, more or less. That's a good thing, interesting thing to think about. What would have happened if he had never met Hanakawa? Would have been a very different story. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I mean, it's not really your fault. It's almost like blaming a mother for having her son murder people, you know. You could say he wouldn't exist if it wasn't for her, so it's her fault, but that's a really bad way to look at it for several reasons. And that's kind of like what Araragi is doing here a little bit. Not exactly the same, but well, that's a little bit surprising. But from your perspective, Kishot was the victim, so it's gotta suck when you realize you're the villain of the story. But yeah, you still can make the choice, Araragi. It's not too late. I mean, let's be honest, Araragi, who hasn't killed a few people in their day, you know? It's nothing to feel too bad about. Oof. Yeah, let's not have another scene like that. But what you don't understand, Araragi, is if you were gone, then various people in the future that you will help will not end up getting helped. Like Sanjigahara and Subaru. Well, no, Kambaru, I meant to say. Nariko, you know. So, your atoning can be helping more people in the future by staying alive. That's how you should look at it. Because honestly, killing yourself would benefit nobody, really. Especially if you plan to become human. But she's gonna turn you human, though, right? That's the whole idea. Supposedly, Shinobu can do that, if she's to be believed. So are you okay with being food for him, or... Oh, well, just ride out with it. Okay, we'll start with the thigh. The left thigh. Okay, that was something. Wow. Okay, this is a very interesting visual. I mean, I still like you. Okay. Friends aren't usually willing to be eaten by other friends, but that's how you know you're best friends, I guess. That is so weird. Oh, popped right through. What is that? What's that supposed to be a metaphor for? I still don't quite know what I'm looking at here, but it's fine. We have been through a lot together throughout this movie. Well, can't say nobody. We got you. Well, that would be so much fun. But yeah, Mehmet's not gonna see a vampire eating a person here and there as a big deal, you know. Unlike Araragi. But yeah, Hanakawa, you know, pointed out that he's the only one that can actually fight her. Which you can't do if you die, just putting that out there. Sets. Go! Guess it's time for a race. Is that gonna be our battlefield? Just some random arena. That could be fun. Well, I'd kind of rather you didn't, but I get it. Not much of a turnout audience-wise, but oh well. So I guess that's gonna be the real meat of the final movie part. Araragi versus Kiss Shot. Gotta love Araragi focusing on the important parts. The very important parts. I mean, there has been a lot. I think he has an idea. And there we go. That's finally out. At least at least he can admit that's what he wants. It's entirely necessary. It's a matter of life and death here. Love the lack of shame. Yeah, she is also quite sizable upstairs. Yeah, it's not quite the same. You can guess, but are you guessing correctly? He's not wrong. It might put yours to shame. Okay, now I get where he's going with his logic here. Very important training, yes. I guess I see Hanakawa's warming them up. Yeah, it's entirely logical. I don't see the problem, Hanakawa. You are a team player, right? You want to do your part to contribute to the battle. Think of it as like buffing a party member in a MMORPG. Okay. Okay. Get your heart ready. Is that it? Because I'm sure the hands are more than ready. Smart move. Take off the glasses so you can pretend it's somebody else doing it. I gotcha. Well then. I guess we're doing this. And those things really are pretty big, aren't they? Wonder what size she actually is. Pretty sure that's bigger than D, but it's hard to tell with anime. I think Araragi might need a minute to get ready too. Just completely taking it all off, huh? The quiet's starting to get to me. No BGM track, just a little bit of breathing. Okay, I guess we're ready now. You know, as if they didn't jiggle enough before. So, Araragi, are you ready for the thing that you specifically requested? Because they've been prepared. Yeah, do it properly. Make those things mold in your hand. 60 seconds. I don't think it'll last that long. Well, if you insist, ma'am. What? This is not time for talking, this is time for action. But okay, I get it. I would probably prefer to do it that way as well, honestly. So I can't say anything. That might actually make it easier for her as well, honestly. Since you have to worry about him seeing her embarrassed face and all that. Okay. Let's like, don't be so picky, sheesh. Well then, let's... Any more complaints, or are you actually gonna do it this time? You can tell he's a virgin. Technically, she did not promise that, but... Can I get this in writing? Gotta get ready for that, He's gotta be prepared for when he gets Me Too to 5 years in the future, I guess. I think that was a line from the preview. Something similar to it, at least. And now we know the context. Wow, you were enjoying this far too much. And yet, not as much as I would. It's... Gotta make it believable for the audience at home. Man, Araragi. Starting to get not safe for YouTube. No bra opai is best opai. Damn. Jeez. You're really pushing it. How far is he going to take this, really? Oh, man. What do you even say to this? Whew. Whew. You are the one that's wow. You are the one that's making her this lewd. No need to apologize. You know, it's gonna have the opposite effect, Araragi. You're just really looking like a creeper. Just look at that face. I believe that. It definitely is. Yeah, the epiphany. It's all for this moment. This is what it's all been leading up to. This is the true climax of the Monogatari series. We're not really gonna... yeah, really. If you don't want to, I'm right here. My hands are open, available. I am not a coward. I will do that. Open your eyes, huh? Yeah, that had to have been pretty humiliating. Again, I will finish up where he left off. Oh, well then. Well, you really dropped the ball here, Araragi. Yeah, I do feel a little bit bad for her. That's why I was willing to finish off for you, but... Not at all. The problem's with him, trust me. It would have went differently with me. That's not quite the same thing. uh, well, yes, that's what we ended up doing. That's far less exciting. Hanako is such a great girl, and she's wasted on you. Well, apparently you did. And most people will be willing to help you with that. So if I'm being honest, the stuff that Hadaraki did do would be, at least to me, even more enjoyable than the actual physical touching. Because that did look like a lot of fun, I'll be honest. So, are we really going to have the fight here? That's too far out of the way. Oh, I'll just pick up this one. This is the location of our final battle. Oof. You did? That's a little bit surprising. So you seem to get it. Doesn't solve the fundamental problem, though. I don't think that's how it's gonna go down. You do owe him a big gratitude. If he doesn't want the offer, I will take it. Just putting that out there. Apparently. That's hard to say. Even if he knew that, it still wouldn't be easy to just let you die. With all that screaming and crying you did, that would still be difficult. Yeah, that seems a bit more like it. Well, it's those kind of going hand in hand. It's a little bit funny. Did she make a move, or? Okay, I assume this is just an artsy thing and there's not actually two Shinobus. Is that a subtle way of calling him a lolicon? Probably not, but it's funny. And they're in her tiniest form. That's very much true. And Hanakawa showed up, of course she did. It's more fun than sitting in that room frustrated, so. Well, the problem is I don't really want either of you to die. But now Hanakawa sees how big they were, so. Very important question. Are they snacks? Are they friends? Well, that was the obvious answer. And that's given Araragi his resolve. Okay, here we go. Well, that's not to a good sign at all for him. Okay, maybe this was good. Maybe this is a bit more one-sided than I thought. Well, maybe you should have quit while you were ahead, Araragi. He's just gonna sprout it back out, or... It's impressive you can do that when you can't see. Okay, yeah, he just drew another one. It's a good thing he's a vampire. Otherwise, the fight would have been over right then. This fight could go on for a while, though. Regardless of... Oh, wow. I guess he can do that, too. Makes sense. Vampires seem to be very offensive-based. I'm just gonna slap each other's heads off, taking turns. Because that's a weird fight. Oh. Well, guess not. Exclusive to heads. Is this really a laughing matter? Yeah, just tearing each other's limbs off, taking turns, that's a vampire fight, I guess. That place is gonna be an absolute mess by the time this is over. Ugh. Oh wow, 2 heads at once. That must be some fast regeneration. Oh, this is a weird fight. It's a very weird fight. Well, doesn't really change anything, I guess, but good to know. But who turned you into a vampire is the question. Well, I'm sure it was a while ago. I would imagine. Long time. Oh. Apparently he does not care. Ooh. Hanako, you probably don't want to be here. But... Oh! Well, oh! Just slapping heads off, or just the face. Oh god! I knew that was gonna come as soon as I saw that face on the ground, but I still wasn't ready. And you leave Hanakawa alone. uh, Still such a weird fight. Oh god, that's such a... Return of the baby sound. Oh damn, ow. Ow, 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 ow. That would hurt so much. My teeth hurt just thinking about that. Oh. I think he just exploded. Great, now you're not half the man you used to be. Oh wow, on his hands, like a boss. Still creepy and terrifying, but Cool, anyway. Just fighting with half of his body, while his other half just kind of runs around in circles. Because why not? Ow. Nice. 10 out of 10, landing. Ooh. Oh, now he lost his shirt. That can't grow back. Oh, maybe it can. Well, yeah, but he doesn't want to do that. That's the whole idea. And that's the difference. Ooh! Oh, that alarm got really long there for a second. You know, it's holding on by a string. Kamehameha. Just stick it back on. Yeah, you're better off just cutting that off. Oh, wait, what? What? Okay, Spider-Man. Oh, that is so disgusting, but I guess it worked. But again, I can only imagine how much that would hurt. Or even that type of pain that would be. Oof. I didn't know she could even shoot fire, but I guess that's a thing she can do. Oh. Yeah, he can move fast, can he? But seriously, Hanakawa, this is such a dangerous place to be. I don't know why you're here. Oh, wow. It's like a fire spin technique. Did you actually go through her? Uh, oh, he really did. Okay. I wasn't sure what I was looking at first, but he went for that chest. From behind, foreshadowing. But yeah, Hanakawa, I think he's trying to regret the decision to come here. Ooh. Uh, there's a lot less blood on the ground than I would expect. Oof. Has Hanakawa had enough? Are you gonna get in the way now? Well, plenty of things are strange. What are you referring to exactly? Oh, careful, Hanakawa. This is why I didn't want you here. Oof. So apparently she realized something that Kisha does not want Araragi to realize. You watch what you say about Hanakawa. Oh, wow. He was completely gone. Is it even possible to come back from that? I mean, clearly, but still. Oh. How did you even do that? Uh, oh, okay. Okay, that is... I can't even describe a word for that. That does it justice. But he's suckling at her, basically. Are we gonna get the old Shinobu back now? Well, he somehow got his teeth into her neck, and I guess that's all it took, really. Well, he's looked better. Yeah, things have gone full circle. Yeah, was it always a plan to have you killed? Because I was thinking about that too. I didn't say anything, but walking food. Yeah, if you don't have an answer to this question, that's proof enough. And that grass is beautiful. Field. No, it's not real grass. You know what I mean? Well, that would make the most sense, but yeah, he's not gonna be able to kill you. I mean, he saved you after all. Maybe she's tired of living as well. That's kind of been a subject of the movie. What better place than Japan, really? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, if she wanted to die, she was pretty afraid of dying in that spot, but I guess, you know, when you're really faced with it, you sometimes have second thoughts. You had her first time, Araragi. Not sure how Araragi's gonna respond to this. I don't know, maybe because it's sad. Maybe that's the reason why. I'm pretty sure they are. Don't think it is. And I've seen plenty of blood this episode, so. He has a name. You know, after we were done having our fun, I'd eventually let him kill me. Then you at this point would be easy for him, but I don't think he wants to anymore. Or he just has to stop you from not being able to do that without killing you. Like making you into the shinobi we know in the current show. And Bakemonogatari forward. What did everybody else call you? Just vampire? Yeah, Madaragi, you are put in a very awkward position here. He's not gonna do it, though. Ugh. You know, Madaragi, you could put on pants, so we gotta be around here somewhere. Yeah, Meme is the only one that can really solve the problem. Even though I don't know the exact specifics, he's obviously going to do something to make her to the shinobi we know in Bakemonogatari. And there he is. You call for him, he shall come. Coincidence. There's literally nothing to be here for besides this. Hopefully it's not too lively. Oh, you got pants. Cool. It really is. Well, you have to explain exactly what you want here. What you expect him to do. I guess this is their first meeting. Yeah, it wouldn't bother him at all. What's the deal? What are the specifics here? What do you want, Araragi? Tell him that you want her to be an eternal vampire lolly that must always be bound to you. Try to find a way to say that doesn't sound creepy, and you'll be good. Well, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, basically just sharing the misery all around. That sounds good enough. So alive, but just barely. I don't think she likes this idea. Oh, even weaker. It's okay, she gets a better name, Shinobu. And that's kind of like what Araragi becomes. Yeah, he becomes like 1/10 a vampire. So you're both like, mostly human, a little bit of vampire. So basically becoming as far away from vampire as you can without being human or I think I'm getting the wording mixed up, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we still have to feed or something. That problem wouldn't be solved. So So basically, yeah, he becomes her eternal food source. Definitely not the worst arrangement ever. Do you not like this plan? Yeah, I don't blame you, but I got bad news for you. I have very bad news for you. uh, I know I shouldn't be laughing at this, but of course I always knew this would be the end result. So it's their first meeting. She begged him to keep her alive, and in this situation, she's begging him not to. How things have changed. That's where the comedy comes in for me. Oh, why you gotta drink more milk? Gives you strong bones. It's not gonna happen. And that's that. We've now pretty much got everything set up for Bakemonogatari at this point in the story. Like, I assume have they erased Hanakawa's memory of the events yet? I know they do at some points. I think they do. Well, this is Kizumonogatari, so. Okay, so hasn't lost her memories, at least not yet. But I think she does. Or maybe it's just a Nekomonogatari stuff that she forgot. I don't know. Well, you have better regeneration, I know that. Which is a good thing to have. There's really no downside to that. Yeah. Look a little bit tired. Not much of a turnout. Shinobu, you're finally the Shinobu we know and love. So I guess we're gonna be doing some blood drinking here. Got to see many forms of Shinobu throughout this movie, but this will always be the best one. I don't think she's gonna do that either anytime soon, at least. I think we all were a little bit. That's a good comparison, actually. You can have lolly vampires as pets. As pets, is that legal? Well, it sounds pretty brutal when you put it like that. Funny how things turn out. Throughout the course of the movie, we went from saving an extremely powerful vampire's life to being her owner. I'd say that's pretty good progress, personally. Yes, I get it. This is Kizumonogatari. Everyone has their scars at the end. But I'm guessing Shinobu is not very happy at this point in the story. And of course, red chairs, you know. Title drop. Yeah, you wouldn't like write a light novel about it or anything. That would just be silly. Something on your mind there? No? What's this song? I barely hear it. Such a soft voice. Yeah, I really can't hear it very well. I don't think it's Japanese. Yeah, I really don't think it is. But that is, yeah, the end of the movie. And by the end of it, yeah, the title Kizumonogatari makes a lot of sense because, yeah, there's a lot of scars around. Shinobu has been severely wounded. Araragi, I mean, somebody did die because of him, and he can't take that back no matter what. Anakawa had a bit of a rough time. The situation that he ended up, the solution to the situation that he ended up choosing really is a perfect example of a compromise because it was a situation where nobody is really happy with it, but also nobody was, you know, well, I, I guess Shinobu was pretty unhappy with it, I guess, but uh, basically it's a situation where nobody's really happy with it, but nobody got permanently screwed over. Like, I think they said it was possible for Shinobu to come back to her power, like, you know, if she, like, killed Araragi and ate him or whatever, she could probably get her old power back. I think they implied that. But the solution didn't really solve any problem, it just kind of, like, kept things on a hold. Where there shouldn't be any Shinobu-related deaths if things maintain the way they are. But the potential's still there as long as she's still alive, that's the thing. And they acknowledge that. How many more credits do we have? I don't know, we have a couple more minutes. So, yeah, with this part, since we already dealt with all three of the antagonists, I was really wondering what exactly he would do for this movie. Because once they got once they did the reveal with Meme that took her heart, I thought, oh, so maybe Araragi's gonna battle Meme or something. That'll be the big thing with the final movie. But no, he just handed it over to him. It was all good. Final fight was actually between Araragi and his shot. However, it did take us some time to get there because we had Araragi had to realize a lot of things, you know, like what the true consequences of his actions of saving her, and how to resolve them, what he wanted to do about that. And then you had to talk with Hanakawa to get mentally prepared for dealing with such a busty woman, without being seduced into submission or whatever his concern was there. And yeah, that was quite a fun scene. I mean, Hanakawa, she always has been kind of a silly, a bit of a what's a good way to put this? Playful, silly, lewd teasing. I don't know a good way to phrase it, but she's kind of been doing that a lot in the show. Like even some of the comments she made when she went to the gym storage room or whatever. Because if you've seen a lot of anime or hentai, you may be familiar that sometimes things go down there, between boys and girls, or girls and girls, possibly. I don't remember the name of the anime, but there was one anime, one Yuri anime that had something like that. So that was fun. But anyway, the point is, she's usually kind of thinking about such things, playing around with that. But of course, when she's made those comments, she had no idea what direction things would go later on, because Araragi wanted to, have a grab at those knockers for practice, for training purposes. Nothing weird or anything. He's not certainly not taking advantage of the situation. He just wanted to get as prepared as possible for the upcoming final boss battle. Can't argue with that. And Hanakawa really couldn't, So she ended up, letting him have a feel. However, he didn't actually end up having a feel. He did a lot of talking though. Like it wasn't obvious right away that he was kind of stalling for time. Like he just made the excuse of like, well, I got to make sure I get proper consent, otherwise, this could go to court and things could go poorly for me. So I got to make sure I can tell the judge exactly word for word what you said, and then we got to make sure that it sounds like you weren't forced into saying it, because I don't want to get too far down that path. But I don't even want to say the word because that triggers the bots. But basically, when it comes to this area of the law, consent is a very tricky thing where you can technically give consent verbally, but if it's under duress or whatever, like a gunpoint, it doesn't really count. So he was just trying to make sure to get the most legitimate consent that he could to, protect himself, basically. But, that was just an excuse, I think. He just wanted to buy time because he had to prepare his own prepare him mentally to do such a thing. And just some of the things he made her say, and just the way that kept escalating, just face pressed up into the ground, and all the blushing and the lines she kept saying. That was some pretty stimulating stuff, I'll be honest. Definitely one of those scenes where I'm glad I'm filmed from the waist up, for sure. But even though there was no actual grabbing of them, I'd still say it was a very enjoyable scene for everyone involved. I guess maybe not Hanakawa. She did get kind of she got pretty teased there, didn't get any actual satisfaction from that, I guess, but she got a shoulder massage, so that's good enough, maybe. I guess not. But it was a fun scene. It was a fun scene. Then we had our epic battle between Kisha and Araragi, which was a very weird battle. Like, there was just so much decapitation and limbs being torn off and getting blown up and just getting chopped in half and both of your halves running in different places, and just it's a very creative fight. The only kind of fight that only high level vampires could ever have. So yeah, definitely interesting fight because they have such high offense. Like they could just destroy things so easily, but it's not like they're made of steel or anything. So they can still be And even if they were, they have such high offense that it wouldn't matter. So as a result, they can easily tear each other's limbs off, but then just grow them back. So that's the thing. It just led to a very interesting fight to have so much more offense and defense, both parties. So and yet powerful in a generation on top of it. Because usually with like epic battles and stuff, you know, you get a lot of back and forth and strikes and stuff, but usually it's like slowly depleting an aura or something, or something like that. But no, this is just actual limbs just flying off left and right, you know. So pretty crazy, pretty great fight. And then eventually Hanakawa realized that Kishot planned to die the whole time, and that realization made Araragi unable to kill her. And after thinking about it for a while, he got a compromise with Mehmet to get them all, make sure everyone there stayed alive, more or less, and did not kill anyone. That's basically what Araragi wanted, and he got what he wanted. Shinobu Kishot clearly did not want that, but she didn't have a choice in the matter because she couldn't move. So she kind of had to deal with it. So yeah, no matter how you look at it, she did kind of get screwed over in this regard. Like, I do think out of everyone in the show, she probably got screwed over the most. But she is still alive, so where there is life, there's possibilities. So, you know, there's always a chance that she will go back to normal or accept her new life, you know, that sort of thing. But she went from being such a powerful vampire, got saved, got her limbs back, returned back to being her super duper powerful self, had a kin that she liked, you know, got along with, and then she ate one person, which she's done many times, and she has to do to stay alive, but her kin took such issue with it that he wanted to kill her, and she was okay with that. But then he didn't kill her. He kept her alive, but in a super weakened state where she has to depend on him to stay alive for food. Like, basically more or less become a baby at this point. So, yeah, her life took a downward turn, I would say, quite a lot. And she was so happy not that long ago, too. Remember when she was in that bed of flowers and stuff? She was so happy. Not by the end of the movie. Not by the end of the movie. But yeah, it was a good part, for sure. I have no real complaints about it for the most part. Like, I'm trying to skim through it and think if there's anything I think could have been done better. And not really. Hanakawa's stuff was always great. The visual of her, like, running naked through skin, not sure exactly what that was. But that was something. You know, and the visuals of the show are just in general always on point. Just such beautiful animation. That really can't be overstated. That I mean, obviously, don't want to say that every 2 minutes, you know, to be a broken record. But there are countless times as I watch it where I'm just like, wow, the budget of this is amazing. Good job, Shaft. Like, there's lots of times where I think that a lot more than I actually say it. So, just wanted to make sure we're clear on that. Like, I'm not oblivious to it. Don't worry. I am certainly not. But yeah, I really did not expect the reveal of him taking her heart at all. Like, I still can't quite grasp that. Just taking a heart without them knowing. Like, what do? Are you like, yeah, hey, Kishot, what's up? So nice weather we're having today, right? I don't know. I guess it just must be some teleportation type thing. Otherwise, I don't really get how that's even possible. But I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, just there was some really disturbing stuff in this. Like, uh, Kishot eating the person, eating guillotine cutter, really did not bother me that much. I mean, it was a little gross. It was a little like, okay, a little bit disturbing. It's probably more disturbing for Araragi because for him it's real life, you know, not a cartoon. So obviously it's gonna bother him a lot more than it bothers me because that's really happening in front of him. Somebody dying because of him, or at least how he views it. Obviously that bothers him a lot. But it still bothered me a little bit because it's never pleasant to watch a human be eaten, you know? Because we're humans, so we can empathize with that a little bit. Not obviously a different kind of perspective than a vampire would have. But once he had that mental visual of eating Hanakawa or whatever, that really got to me. That really disturbed me on a deep level. That just no, I was not ready for that. I don't think I ever would have been ready for that. I don't even want to go back and look at that. Like, I've seen it through the episode, but I don't want to go back to that part specifically. I don't think I could watch that again. Like, if I ever watch a reaction to this, which I probably will at some point, I'm gonna close my eyes during that part, because I'm not watching that again. I'm just not doing it. And yeah, even during the fight between Kisha and Araragi, he had his skin of his head cut off. Then you just saw the skeleton, and it was just, ugh, so gross. But it was nice that Hanakawa was willing to be eaten by him, I guess. But you know, it's rather than not happen if we can avoid it. And then just as he bit her neck and sucked her blood and then regenerated, that was weird too. Although Araragi walking on his hands with half of his body, that was great. That was great. I do think the highlight of the part was probably the Hanakawa stuff, though. That was good. That was amazing. The Hanakawa, preparation for the fight stuff. Although, of course, his talks to Hanakawa always were kind of one of the really big pluses for the movie. There was a lot of really insightful, very interesting conversations between the two of them throughout. I really enjoyed. And, I liked Hanakawa well enough during the main series, but not like, she was always pretty close to the bottom as far as important girls go. But this movie, she really showcased what makes her great very well in this movie. She didn't have to really compete with any other girls aside from, Kishan, I guess. So that gave her a bit more of a chance to shine. Had that one-on-one interactions with Araragi, quite a few of them. So yeah, I thought she was pretty great in the movie. I like her more than I did before, for sure. Just, she was great. She definitely seems a little bit different than she does in the main series. I don't know. I don't think she makes the kind of silly lewd stuff that she does here. Those kind of jokes. I don't think she does that in the main series. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think she does. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I can't think of anything on the top of my head. I think Kanbaru does a bit more of that, in the main series. But yeah, I mean, do we have any thoughts on the three-part movie as a whole to really say? I mean, not really. It was obviously a very, very good, compelling story. Even though we more or less know the end result because this is a prequel and by its nature that's kind of the case. But just a lot of great visuals, great animation, getting to see more of Shinobu, getting a lot of questions answered that fans of the main series would have had going into this. That was great too. Getting to see Araragi's first meeting with Meme, that's good too. All the Hanakawa stuff I already talked about. And also just seeing what Araragi was like before he started to make it his normal duty to save cute girls from oddity-related problems, This is what it was like before that, no friends, calling friends a weakness and all that. And Hanakawa and Shinobu, they were kind of the first step to getting him to come out of that, start up his new life, his more Monogatari-focused life where he does do that. He has plenty of friends, he gets plenty of friends throughout the Monogatari series, but he was not always like that. He was just some guy, not 1/10 vampire yet, that didn't really have friends, had sisters that he fought with, and that was basically his life, really. And that all changed when the Fire Nation attacked, when he met Hanakawa and Kishot. And we got to see that. Great. So, yeah, I think that's all I really had to say. I think that really covers it pretty well. It was great, as expected of the Monogatari series, of what started it all. So, yeah, and like I said, I think in the very first part, I am currently doing a semi-blind reaction to the Monogatari series until I get up to Koyomi Monogatari and Owari Monogatari, which will shift into being a fully blind reaction like what you got with Kizumonogatari. So, if that interests you at all, you can watch that, or just kind of wait until I get to the fully blind stuff and then jump into that. Of course, it will be a ways away, going at a pace of a couple a week, but I'll get there eventually. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.